Moving on, the Tema Community 1 District Young Adult Fellowship of the Presbyterian Church of Ghana held the second edition of the Women's Conference on Saturday, October 18, 2025 at the Joecarl Hotel in Tema. The conference, themed Woman and Her Finances, brought together women from various professional and social backgrounds to explore practical approaches to financial literacy and empowerment. The event featured insightful presentations from Mr. Kwadwo Ofori Twumasi and Madam Victoria Aligboh, both respected speakers in finance and entrepreneurship. They educated participants on effective budgeting, investment opportunities, and building sustainable financial habits that empower women to thrive economically. A highlight of the day was an interactive panel discussion where participants had the opportunity to engage with the resource persons, ask questions, and share personal experiences.
We like to give, we like to look out for people, we like to take care of people, etc., etc. And so we've had this fine conversation today. And then you decide that, look, let me start putting something together. It means that some people will be affected. And then you start feeling bad. You start feeling that, hey, those people have made me a selfish human being. I didn't used to be like this, you know. Now, please just remember when you ever get that feeling. Because once you start putting some money aside, some people will be affected. Or some other things will be affected. All right? But just remember that you cannot draw from an empty barrel.
So at all points of the journey, when it comes to money, we should learn to document spending. Document spending. So if instead of giving cash, you can do more. There should be a trade. No, it's financial prudence.
The open dialogue provided a practical learning platform reinforcing the importance of sound financial planning for women in today's economy. Adding a touch of artistry to the day's proceedings were inspiring musical performances by Enyo and Ewo, whose renditions energized and inspired the audience. District executives of Young Adult Fellowship, speaking with PCG TV News, described the program as a major success. They emphasized that the initiative forms part of Young Adult Fellowship's broader mission to empower young adults, particularly women, with the knowledge and confidence to take control of their financial futures.
So, just like the maiden edition, what we have set out to do as executives is to organize annual women's conference. So it's a program that we are hoping and praying that it will come to stay. It will be part of YAF program. Okay. So we'll pass it on to executives, generations to generations. And in fact, the broader goal is that each local or district would adopt it and also organize it for the benefit of the ladies within the age group of 30 to 40 years. So yes, this is an annual conference. This year we've had it, and we are hopeful and prayerful that next year, God willing, we would organize another session. Okay, so the conference or topics for discussions is expected to be looked at from 4 broader areas. So we could pick a topic that's from our spiritual growth. We could pick one that's our fiscal growth. We could pick one from the home, or we could pick one from our finances. So we have these blocks from which we look at, and then with the Spirit leading us, we identify a topic amongst these areas, and then we go with it. Last year, we talked about our health and how best we should take care of ourselves. It was good that we set that foundation, okay? Then beyond that, we want to look at our health in another regard, but this time around, our money matters, As women, most often than not, we tend to rely on our partners, that's the men, to take care of us. But with, current situations that we have, we realize that it's also important that the women give their support financially to the men. And so we want to look at our finances, how well we should do that, how best we should do that, because ultimately, the goal is for us to become better godly women in the home, in the community, the church at large. And so that informed the topic for this year.
The Young Adult Fellowship is a vibrant ministry of the Presbyterian Church of Ghana committed to nurturing, sustaining, and preparing young adults for leadership and responsible adulthood. Through programs like the Women's Conference, the Tema Community One District Young Adult Fellowship continues to affirm its dedication to holistic empowerment and spiritual growth.